Hello, my fishes in the deep blue sea. My name is Ethan Yorke, and today we got a video that's coming right at you, so let's jump right in. Now, the first thing I want to talk about today is summer. Now, despite all of the hype that summer gets, it is probably behind school and two of the most boring things that have ever come into play. But, obviously, being summertime in normal countries, it's hot all of the time. And now let me just preface this by putting a little backstory. When my parents were like, we're gonna have kids, where do we want to live? Ooh, I got it. Someplace it's got all 4 seasons in one day. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, lots of dirt, lots of tumbleweeds, resembles Afghanistan. This is perfect. So, if you don't catch my drift, it's hot and tumbleweeds and dirt and gross things. So, it was hot in my room one day, like 81 degrees, and I'm not even ballsing you. I checked the thermostat, it's 81 degrees in my house. I'm like, this is a no-no, okay? Turn on the AC. My parents were like, you know, we're cutting budget, so we can't turn on the AC, you gotta think of another way. So I asked my mom, there's gotta be a way to cool down my room. No homies wanna hang out with me, and that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that I'm not cool. So she's like, I got it. I saw these things, probably on like the Home Shopping Network, because that's all she ever watches for some strange reason. She's like, these things called thermocurtains. They block out the heat by you putting black curtains over your window. I'm like, perfect. If it works, and it's not ghetto completely, so go get them. So, she doesn't get the curtains. Instead, I find black paper on my counter, and I'm like, I'm not sure what this is, so I'm just going to ignore it. And then one day, I just got curious. I'm like, Mom, what's the black paper for? She's like, oh, honey, well, you see, it's getting hot in our house here, and what we need to do is tape black construction paper to the windows so that it doesn't get hot. I'm not even kidding you. My window is covered in black construction paper right now. You know, and I give my neighbors crap all the time for being ghetto, but I've realized I've climbed from the bottom of that list to all the way to the top of that list in my neighborhood because my windows are covered in construction paper. You might as well put a caution tape around my house because nobody's going anywhere near there. All the windows are covered in black tape. That's not suspicious at all. But because nobody will hang out in my house, I have to come up with better stuff to do outside the house. So I've been trying to hang out with my friends more lately during the summer. But there's a teeny-weeny problem with that. Because I am a slacker and I can't get my permit until October, even though my birthday's in August, I don't have a license. But all of the friends I've been trying to hang out with all have licenses and their own cars. So we're all in a group chat and, you know, we're discovering, like, we should do this today. And I'm like, that totally sounds like fun. And they're like, can you go? And I'm like, well, I better ask my mom. And they're like, that's too bad because we can just drive because freedom exists. And I feel as if I am the buzzkill of the group because I have to find rides to and from places. And if I'm going somewhere for a long period of time, obviously the people aren't going to stay in the parking lot or go with me because I'm not about to be seen with parents or guardian figures around the homies. So I have to wait for rides, everybody's got to wait around for me. It sucks. But one day I'm going to have a license and a car, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be big baller, I'm gonna drive people. But here's the problem with me driving people. Oh, that's another thing. In California, which is where I live for some strange reason, you have to wait a year after you get your license to drive anybody under 20. So my friends can't hook me up with rides, so they are all there with cars, and they're they're not allowed to give me rides. So there is 3 fully functioning empty cars that have the ability to take me, but because of the law, I have to sit and call somebody else, which is total balls. California laws are stupid. But that brings me to my question of the day. Have you guys done anything exciting over the summer? The highlight of my summer has been seeing an extremely buff friend of mine try to throw a very light, childish bowling ball as hard as he can. So far, the record is 26 miles an hour. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like it. If you dislike it, please dislike it. And if you really liked it, you can add it to your favorites. I will see you guys some other time.